You guys, there is a stupid easy carousel framework that can consistently boost your engagements, grow your followers, and sends people to your link ultimately become your customer. I learned this framework from Brock Johnson, but I've put my own little spin into it, and every time I post it, it turns my comments into clicks and clicks into sales. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can steal it, make it your own, so you can get the engagement you so deserve and boost your following, leads, and ultimately sales. When you watch to the end, I'm also going to give you the exact template you can start using today. With that being said, let's dive right in. Okay, first, I want to dive into the example of the carousel, and then I'm going to break it down for you. So the first one we're going to look at, these are all on my Instagram, and you'll see this is the framework, is the breaking news framework. This is the one that I posted recently, and it's like around Valentine's Day, so it's a very fitting. So again, that's like one of the framework that I use. It's called recency. My student Annie, she used this framework. She piggyback on like viral news, like the recency, timely content about Super Bowl, and she had her content viewed over 3 million times and gained over 1,000 followers. So absolutely use this type of like content, like regarding what's happening in the world, the holidays, like let's say around Christmas, around Valentine's Day, like use those holidays for your content and tie back to your niche. So this is the carousel that I use. It's called the breaking news content. Again, I'm going to give the guy the credit, Brock Johnson. He taught me that. But I added a few things that tie back to my digital marketing niche. So breaking news, he told her he couldn't imagine having an interracial baby with her. Unfortunately, that's a real story, my ex. And he broke up with her just so he could F around, and said it doesn't count as cheating. So as you notice, this first two are kind of hook number one, hook number two. And then I dive into the teaching. Today, she found her soulmate, retired him from Google, spent 2 years traveling, and bought their dream home. Here's how. Okay, this is actually the transition because I was trying to figure out like how I can do the teaching or the value section. It was a bit too abrupt, so I decided to add this section specifically just for the transition. And I dive into step one, pick your topic. Step two, search your topic. Okay. So I dive into the teaching. And then last, I have like a proof, a bit of an income claim, a proof, but you can post like clients wins or your wins, how many followers you gain, like any wins that you want to share, like mini transformation, share that. Okay. You don't need to showcase that you're making like thousands, millions of dollars. And then your call to action. Okay. I feel like I should have shown you at the end, but it's okay. Like we're also diving in. So when I breaking it down, you understand better. Now this is carousel number 2. Same thing, breaking news. Okay. This one has 21,000 likes. Corporate girl went from broke to building a multi-7-figure business from her phone. Swipe for details. Same thing, she retired her husband from Google and spent 2 years traveling the world. Step 1, choose your passion. Step 2, Google your topic. Step 3, etc. As you notice, it's very similar. And then a proof, call to action. Okay, last one I want to share with you. You probably already know the format. It will be another breaking one, how an ex-corporate girl went from broke to building a multi-7-figure business using her phone. So like you can copy, if you're in a wealth niche and this ties back to your niche, you can copy exactly what I have, or you can copy and paste it in ChatGPT and just say, give me a fresh sentence or give me a fresh post that relates back to me, right? And some of these, like I would recycle the same words, or I would just tell ChatGPT, give me the fresh post. So it's a bit different. Swipe for detail. She retired her husband from Google. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. Do you see the pattern now? And then let's see what's next. Proof and call to action. See, you know this now. Okay. Now let's dive into the framework. Okay. So one thing I do want to mention is that Reels show to non-followers explore page. Whenever you post Reels, it always would show into explore page. So that's why, like, whenever my students is growing or just starting out with a clean slate, I tell them to just focus on reels first, and then later on, once they gain over 100 followers, then you can use carousel, because carousel shows to followers. However, recently Meta or Instagram, Adam Mosseri has an update that they say that carousel actually now shows on explore page as long as you add a music. So make sure if you post carousel, add a music, because most likely it's going to end on explore page. I have seen some carousels on explore page and I was like, whoa, this caught me off guard. But I personally have tested, and I feel like most, I don't know, maybe it's still kind of new for Instagram. I don't think my carousel are landing on explore page. And the reason why I know that, it's because when my reels go viral, like have a lot of engagement, I will gain, most of the time I'll gain followers. Okay. But my carousels, like this last few ones, let's just look into it. These last few ones that blew up, I didn't get much followers. I think I gained like few. So you can click the view insight, and when you scroll all the way down, you'll see how many followers I gained. 6 followers for this one. You'll see this right here. And then the other one, let's see. The other one, oops. Carousel number 2. Let's see how many. View insight. This one has 21,000 likes. How many people have seen it? Views, over 2 million views. Okay, let's say 2 million views. Over 500 reshares, 26,000 people saves it. I have, oh, this one I have a lot of followers. Okay, this one has, wow, 3,058 followers. Okay, I didn't even know that. I guess maybe it works. But this one is also on my pin post, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is the one that on my pin posts, maybe like when people see it, let's say they came across my content like on my reels on my explore page, come to my account, check this out, and decided to follow me. Perhaps it's that way too. So, but anyways, when you post carousel, make sure you just add music, because more likely you're gonna get pushed out. Okay. I mentioned nurture, like carousel is for nurturing your existing followers, but as of now, I think it's also shown on your explore page. So definitely play around when you post carousel content. Just add a music. It doesn't hurt. I have an example of music that I would like to share with you that works really well with the breaking news kind of content. Okay, now let's dive into the framework. We kind of went through it, but I just want to reiterate. So hook number 1, the breaking news slide. I'm going to share with you the Canva templates that you can use, so you don't need to like recreate. Hook number 2. So the second hook that you saw on these 3 carousels is about how I retired my husband, and because like that, it's more intriguing, right? And then you get into the teaching. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 7. However steps that you have. I always feel like odd numbers for some reason get more people like people like a steps that is like end with an odd number. I don't know, that's just me. And then your proof. Proof, you can either have it right before the teaching slides or near the call to action. And I'm going to explain why. So the music you use is crucial. The music you use is going to bring some sort of engagement, like the emotional engagement with your followers. With your leads. So that way they feel connected. Actually, let me just share with you the music that I use. So let's see if you can hear it. I'm going to turn on the music. I'm just scrolling so you see if you can make the connection with the music. Right? You see that? So this one I use is in the Bleak Midwinter. I'll link it in the description as well. Okay, so that was it, and I think all 3 carousel I use the same music. So the breaking slides, you can use the template as is, or you split it up. So some of it I split the transformation before or after. Some of it is just a good picture. It's like a hook that related to the breaking news title. The second hook, once you grab people's attention on the first slide, use the second hook on the second slide. At the end of the day, like, you want to keep it short and punchy. You can use ChatGPT to give you some ideas. Okay, I want to, like, what should be my second hook after you give them your first slide hook. The teaching slide, okay, teach something valuable and teach the steps. People love a step-by-step. And if you notice, I was very intentional on like having my finger pointing on my screen. For some reason, people see that when they when you show like, here's how to, and then you showing your picture or your finger where you're pointing, that grabs people's attention. Like, it could be a picture, it could be even reels or b-rolls. That works too. Pro tip, you can repeat the middle part, just swap out the hook. You probably seen like those are repeated valuable trainings, right? I literally just screenshot it. I have an album literally called my repost, or it's literally called repost, for me to remind myself, like, whenever I'm running out of creativity juice, like, I go into those that album to see like what should I pick out to basically repost. So I have those slides in my repost album. So whenever I post a carousel, I want to use that same breaking news framework. I'm just going to like post those in there. So the proof, this can be the third page or the second to last page, just like showed you earlier. It could be monetary proof. It could be transformation proof. Like, let's say if you have lost a ton of weight after giving birth. It could be clients win. And the goal here is to give people the wow factor right before you end, so they most likely going to follow your call to action. Again, this is second to the last page. When you show proof, people be like, whoa, like they get the wow factor. Okay, this actually works. And then at the end, your last page, your call to action page, let me just make sure. Okay, there. This is my call to action page.
Honestly,
Yeah. Comment MIAS, that's your keyword. When people comment a keyword, ManyChat's going to trigger and send them my link, warm them up, and then I also have a follow-up. If you have a small Instagram account and want to start with affiliate marketing, okay, comment MIAS, that's a big word, and then with a smaller, like, who's this for? As I mentioned here, you want the CTA to be huge, and then you call out who is this for. That's it. Now, how do you create that? Let me just share my screen so you can see. So this is the Canva link that I basically create. Again, it's free. Canva, you can just create a free account. And what I did is that, let's say I upload a picture of myself. Try not to use like a professional picture of yours, like something like this. I was planning to like use this, but you want it because whenever you see breaking news, what is it? Like, it's usually raw. It's like very like behind the scene, not polished content, right? So like, I think this one could be a good one too. Like, imagine if I have this as a breaking news content, boom, right? And then it could be something you with someone too that like kind of drive the curiosity, like what's happening. I want to see if I have a good one, maybe like this, but because there's some there's a text on there, I'm not sure. Yeah, it could be this. Just anything with your face would be great, and can drive the curiosity. But let's say if I use this. Okay, breaking news, this is where you write your text, and then keep this swipe for detail. And then the second one here, because I mentioned me retiring my husband, so it will be a picture of me and Tom, and then you can just literally drag and drop. Let's say like this one, okay, like this, boom, and then write your texture. So I'm gonna give this template to you. Feel free to replace it with your photo and then build up on there. The way that I usually like to use is that I have Canva downloaded on my phone, so I don't need to like keep toggling between my phone and my laptop. I would sometimes I would just like do it all on my phone, but let's say if I do it on my laptop, I also will have that updated on my phone, and I could just download it on my from the Canva app on my phone and immediately have those pictures. And the rest of those slides, as you can see, the step by step. Let me see if I can bring it up again. All the steps. I'm gonna screen share this one. Okay, let me just. So, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna copy this link. So sometimes when I try to open the Instagram on just by clicking the link, it doesn't let me. So as you can see, this is from Canva. This is from Canva. And then this is also from Canva. Starting here, I literally just create it on Instagram stories and I just download it. Or you can, take a screenshot out of it. You want to use Instagram original text or as close to Instagram text so that it seems native for the platform, and they're going to push it out even more. And then like even at the end, all these are on, I created on Instagram story, this as well. Okay, I just upload my picture and then just do that. Instead of doing all on Instagram, it's going to take more time, so I just did it all on here. So either way works, but just like make it faster for you, I use that. And then every time you have the breaking slides should be just on your Canva. Whenever you're ready to create a new one, just use that. So if you want my exact Canva template, you don't need to create from scratch. Like I said, I'm going to link it under the description below. You can plug in your photo, your headlines, and your steps, and you can just post it literally today. And if you are someone who have about 100 plus followers on your Instagram and you're ready to turn it into extra income today, I have a free 26-minute training linked down below as well. It's straight to the point. I walk you through exactly how to start monetizing with what you already have. And I also want to mention this is only for the serious people who want to scale, who want to take their Instagram account seriously and actually start making some sales. And if you're willing to implement and not just watch and do nothing with it, this is for you. And yeah, I'm going to link it below. And remember, action takers are money makers. I'll see you in the next one.